knowing whenever the actual picture starts on all the streams. So I'm usually just hanging around like, can somebody please acknowledge that, that this
there's
is
always
happening?
that kind of like 30-second. Let me know if you can see and or hear me.
Right.
Also,
But
I'm very glad that you said data instead of data. That warmed my soul.
Well, I think that we are now officially live on the At Home Comic Con YouTube channel and Comic Drake.
I see them on my phone.
Okay, both of them?
I see both up.
Okay, well, hello, everybody. We're seeing a lot of people in. Hello. So this is not At Home Comic Con just yet. We are doing a test stream a couple days before to make sure that we have everything good to go. Hi, I'm Comic Drake. If you're watching this on my channel, then you know me. If you're watching this on the At Home Comic Con channel, you might not know me. And I'm joined with the other two staff members of At Home Comic Con, the people who actually made this this possible in the first place.
Oh, and you should introduce yourself.
Oh, wow. Okay. Hi, I'm Matt Draper. I make videos.
And I'm Owen Likes Comics. I like comics.
See, it's that, but in reverse.
What he said.
Oh, cool. So we are on Twitch as well. So we have
nice.
Leith the Ninja. We got a lot of people on the Comic Drake. We have a lot of people on At Home Comic Con as well. This is really exciting. I'm glad to know that this is actually working out.
Yeah.
Hang on, I will just jump on the At Home Comic Con stream. Just
Perfect.
So someone is making sure all these crazy bastards aren't talking about God knows what in the chat.
Now, here's the thing. I don't think we actually discussed what this test stream was going to be.
No, not in the slightest.
I mean, I think it'd be good to get some opinions, like first promote. Sorry, I'm looking over here at the chat, but my webcam's right here. I feel like we should be taking questions of what the show is going to be about, how people are going to be able to see it, how the donation is going to work, maybe preview some of the giveaways, and then also, do people like the layout that we have? It's very basic. We just have our dumb faces, and then also the donation thermometer, which is people have already donated money to it. And you can donate money to it right now and get in early on the giveaways.
I'm looking at it right now on my phone. You know, I'm seeing this here. Oh, yeah, it looks cool when it pops up. I got the little stream here. I've got your donation thermometer up at the top. That doesn't take up too much space. You got a little black bar at the top, so you just got a little overlay.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Travis wants to know when the cosplay contest is, and we did consider doing that for this year, but we decided that maybe that's a next year thing if we do that. We don't want to bite off way more than we could chew.
Yeah. It was something we talked about last week and said that we all like the idea of kind of getting viewers involved and having some sort of cosplay feature to it. But given that this is our first time putting anything like this together, we kind of didn't want to do too much at the first hurdle. So it's definitely something we'd all like to do. But right now, it's just kind of like stick the landing on the basics, I think.
Yeah, that's why we invited way more people. We didn't think that the response was going to be this huge, and I'm very grateful for the response. But like we had to actually cut out quite a few people just because of like our eyes got way bigger than our stomachs.
Yeah, and it's like the reception we got both from viewers and people that watch all of our things, but also like people who create videos within our community was just blows me away. I'm overwhelmed in all of the best ways.
Myself too. It all started with one dumb tweet.
Yeah, you did. Bookboy03 wants to know if there's an official list of panels, and yes, that is pinned to. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I don't mean to keep talking.
Sorry. Yeah, the official list of panels is up. You'll find it on the At Home Comic on Twitter. I don't know if it was posted on the community tab on this channel, but I know I posted it on my community tab. So if you want to stay on YouTube and find it, if you go to the Owen Likes Comics page and go in the community tab, it'll be there. If not, check the At Home Comic on Twitter.
Yeah. Also, the Titan Zero wants to know if the streams will be saved for later viewings. Everybody's allowed to record, and oh, my dog is just going crazy. Everybody's allowed to stream and record their perspective. That's why we're doing this on the At Home Comic Con YouTube and on my channel, just to make sure that that actually works. But I think we're going to try to archive all of the streams. I'm debating if we want to stop and start the stream for every panel. That way we have individual archived videos as a result.
Maybe, but I mean, and I know it would be a bit of work to take the entire like 9-hour stream and cut it into individual videos, but if needs be, I could do that.
Yeah. But I know that I'm
It'd be
personally not. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
it'd be a day's work, like, but I wouldn't mind doing
No,
it.
it's totally worth it. I mean, so I am the one that is hosting the At Home Comic Con stream. We're using my editing computer to do that all. It takes a lot of bandwidth and processing power just to do 9 hours worth of streaming. But so I can say that I am personally not recording everything in addition to streaming, just for the sake of getting the stream looking as good as possible. And also, can we use Twitch Bits to donate? Yes, you can, but the payout for Twitch Bits, I want to say, is only after you get $100. But anything that we get for Super Chats and Twitch Bits on the At Home Comic Con channel are going to go directly to charity. Don't really know if that's going to be the same for our individual channels, because that's a little bit harder to do. I think there's a way for me to turn my Super Chats on my channel into direct donations, but we prefer that you mostly use the donation link provided for Tiltify. But I understand people already have Twitch Bits and they want to spend them.
True.
We'll make sure to link out the Tiltify donation in the chat regularly and have it in the description of every video that's being streamed, just so people have like easy access.
And Owen, I know that you're in the At Home Comic Con
Yes.
chat right now as well. If you could just go ahead and I'm also trying to keep on top of just modding everybody that's that we know is going to be a panelist. Like Michaela's in the stream right now. So I just gave her mod power. I know New Comics there. I just gave you yourself mod powers, just so we don't get overrun by trolls.
Yeah, sounds good. If you want, we can go through some of the comments in the live chat. That could be a thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns?
A few questions that are coming through now. I_Sapphire asks, what kind of things are we going to be doing? So I guess we should just briefly run over some of the panels that we'll be doing throughout the day.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's start with the opening panel that we will be doing at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Drake, since you're going to be hosting the opening panel, do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, it's really gone through multiple changes through this. Since we already have other game shows, originally this was going to be a comedy trivia game show, but Owen mentioned a British show called 8 out of 10 Cats, where they use statistics to facilitate conversations. What I'm doing is I'm taking a bunch of transparencies of comic book characters, just like taking them out of the comics, making them I cut them out so like they just look like graphics, and then I am putting a silhouette over them, so we don't really know who they are. And then I'm going to show the silhouette to the guests. They get to guess who it is. Then we're going to reveal who it is, and then talk about that. It's a nice chill stream to start off the day, but nothing too exciting. We're saving that for our non-staff.
Yeah. I think it'd be good. It's kind of like the opening panel is going to just be like a nice ease into the day's proceedings. There's going to be a bit of trivia and a bit of guessing, but it's also kind of just going to be. Am I allowed to say naughty words, Drake?
I don't know. It's y'all's.
This is also
show.
Your channel, so
I mean, I say F-bombs all the time.
Okay,
but,
good. So I just want to say, if we were just shooting the shit with a bit of trivia thrown in,
I think that's an appropriate way to put it.
Yeah.
Just because I'm on the live chat as we speak, Connor Cresswell says, how long will it be, and will there be breaks? So each individual panel is going to be about an hour in length, but we're working to like an hour 15 time frame. So there might be a bit of overlap between streams. One might run slightly over an hour, one might run slightly under, but expect a new stream around like every hour to an hour 15. I think that's the best way of explaining it.
Just to make sure that.
Sorry, Matt, go on.
No, just to make sure everything is up and running for each one. Everyone's got all the details.
Just because I've got the schedule out here. For example, the opening panel is going to start at 10 a.m. and then that'll probably run till about 11. But then the next panel, which is the live episode of Strip Panel Naked with the creators of Quantum and Woody, that's not going to start till 11:15. It might start a few minutes earlier. It might start at 11:15, but there's just that kind of little buffer zone to keep everyone ticking.
And just to make sure that like we don't cut off conversations too quickly, and also so we can smoothly go in from one Google Hangout to the next. And honestly, though, I think that I I think that stopping and starting the stream might honestly be the best move, especially because we have individual Google Hangouts. Like we're in one right now.
Mhm.
The way that we have it set up behind the scenes is that there is a Google Hangout for each panel, so it might be beneficial to do the stream, stop the stream, load up the next Google Hangout, make sure everybody's good to go, start the stream all anew, and then I can just set it up on the At Home Comic Con thing to
Yeah.
archive them. So, and
I mean,
then
if that's what you think is best and easiest, then I trust your judgment with that.
yeah, and we're gonna be streaming this like to people that are watching on At Home Comic Con. The entire thing will be here. Anybody who wants to stream any of the panels that want to stream, it'll be on theirs. And we also have this on Twitch as well. I know we only have 2 viewers on Twitch at the moment, but that is also an option if you would rather watch on Twitch than YouTube. We're trying to make this as open as possible.
The most important question that's come in was from our good buddy Rick Nasden, who says, "Owen got me wishing I didn't shave my beard." So, Rick, if it makes you feel any better, you have plenty of time to grow a beard. Like, if that's something that will keep you occupied for the next few months, do it, my friend. It's working well for me.
Theodore wants to know where can people donate. I know we have that in the description of the At Home Comic Con stream right
Yes.
now. I don't know if I actually have that on mine, but that's tiltify.com/@home-comic-con/AHCC 2020.
I'll just gonna drop the donation link in the live chat that I'm on,
Sure, people are asking
just
on
in
mine.
case people.
I can drop that in your live chat, Drake.
That would be great.
Open that up.
Thank you. Watchtower Database is they're not staff members, so they're not doing this this test stream, but they will be having their own panel. They're going to be
And
doing
they are in our hearts, definitely. I was watching the announcement video they put out earlier today, which is lovely, and I'm really excited for their panel. Just to throw that out there.
Although
Danny
Drake,
Ro- oh, sorry,
Drake, I don't think for the you've made me a mod on your channel, so I
Oh
can't.
well, I'm so sorry. I thought that I did make you mine.
I'm asking for your help in the chat right now.
I saw that. I'll fix that. Danny Red wants to know if I'm actually going to shave my beard if I hit the goal. Absolutely. If we hit $10,000, I will shave my beard. I have not seen my chin in almost 10 years, and I think I look like a frog, and I don't think I'll look good. But yeah, our other panel is going to join in, and not on this test stream,
No.
but you will expect them on At Home Comic Con 2020.
Unfortunately, this trial stream is just going to be the 3. Well, at least
Very
the
disappointing.
one least interesting person on the con in myself.
Oh boy.
But, you know,
No, there's way less interesting people than you at this convention, Owen.
he didn't have to say that while he's here with us.
Letha Ninja also wants to know, will this be yearly? That really depends on how successful this year is. I mean,
Yeah.
I love charity in general. You know, I've worked with charitable organizations for years through YouTube and through other events that I've organized. I'm always looking for an excuse for it, but if this does well, we've done all the legwork already, so it'll be a lot easier next year because we plan this in what, 3 weeks?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
come together.
If this goes well, and if we raise a good amount of money for charity, and everyone that we work with and everyone that watches it enjoys it, I personally would be more than happy to do another one next year and get even more people involved. But
Maybe a 2-day con.
Let's make it a year-long thing, all year, baby.
Oh no.
It's all we do now is just stream. Every day we'll do a panel where we'll talk about an episode of the X-Men cartoon from the 90s.
Jigsaw wants to know if there's a link for the con. Unfortunately, the YouTube channel for At Home Comic Con does not have a custom URL yet because the channel is not 30 days old. But you can look it up on YouTube, or you can find a direct link to that on Twitter, which is at Home Comic Con.
And thankfully, if you see the schedule and you see the different channels that are involved, each panel will be streaming concurrently with one of those other channels too.
Yeah.
So you
That
can
will-
follow there.
Ideally.
That's the idea.
Yeah. My dog is upset if she doesn't come up. Come on, baby.
So
You
there
can-
are going to be guests. See, there's a dog
Yeah,
on the stream now.
Peggy, come on, comic pup.
We've got
All
the
right.
at-home comic dog.
There she is. So she is manning the chat now. Please do not say anything in the chat that will offend her. Be gentle.
Let me look through some more questions. Oh, we should keep running down the schedule. Owen mentioned Strip Panel Naked Live at 11:15 EST, and that will be, if you know that channel, Strip Panel Naked, Hassan runs that, and he does a breakdown of a structure of a comic and art, and he's going to be doing a live one with the team behind Valiant's Quantum and Woody series. So that's going to be really interesting. And
God, I love
his
Quantum
idea,
Woody.
his idea is to go the entire process with them, including the editorial side too. So I think that's going to be really great.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of what Haas does on Strip Panel Naked anyway. So when we got him on board, I was very pleased with that. And everything that I've heard about what he wants to do on this panel with the creators of Quantum and Woody sounds like it's going to be awesome.
So what panel are you guys the most excited for?
Can we
Would
say
it
that?
be
Would it be really a single one out?
I mean, don't
These are like-
badmouth any
I
panels.
love all of my children equally,
Exactly,
especially
these
the
are our
ones that I'm on.
You know, I'm a little biased. I'm really excited for the panel that I'm on with Nando V Movies Get Pitch Quick Scheme. It's I used to do improv comedy when I was in high school. So this is going to be an improv game where Nando gives us a prompt for a comic book movie, and we have to pitch it. And it's going to be elimination style. That way, I think there's 4 of us involved creating the pitches. So whoever has the worst one, as voted by the chat, will get knocked off, and then hopefully we can do that about 3 or 4 times, and that's an hour.
Yeah, I think as soon as Nando pitched the idea to us, I just loved it, because it was such a good way of keeping what makes his channel so good, but also kind of adapting the skill sets of both himself and everyone that he's working with on it to a live format in a way that engages the audience. And I just think I can see it in my head now just being just fucking hilarious.
Oh, we have actually been getting Tiltify donations, and I haven't noticed because I have it muted. My
oh wow.
Muted. Let me go ahead and load up Tiltify so I can actually.
Thank you so much, everyone. That's
I would like to
donated
personally
anything.
thank those people.
Yeah, thank you. I
Drake,
can see everything.
start cutting individual hairs off your face. Hang on.
One at a time. Oh, could you pluck them?
Yeah, you probably have 10,000 hairs on that chin.
I'm not gonna pluck my hairs, but I do pluck about 3 to 5 hairs a day, just naturally. It's a stress thing I do.
It's very Shakespearean, plucking the hairs of your beard.
I also eat my mustache a little bit, honestly. It's just it's a nervous tick that I developed. But
are you struggling to buy food, Drake? Is this why you're eating your mustache?
Look, I finally got to buy toilet paper a couple of days ago, and that's a win for me. I've just been using my bidet.
Drake's personal grooming habits streamed live. You're getting everything you could want and more in this test stream.
I don't know why Tiltify isn't loading for me on my laptop, but that's a real shame.
Let's see. I got it pulled up here.
We have $131 already raised.
It's great.
Woo!
So Owen, you were the one that was in contact with Valiant Comics, right?
Yes.
Well, what are some of the great things that we're going to be giving away on our con?
Well, Drake, I'm glad you asked me before I had time to pull up the list. I will go and get the list up right now. But yeah, we have been very, very well looked after by the fine people at Valiant Comics, who have not only have supplied Haas with people to talk to for his panel, but are also going to be giving away some awesome items that any lucky donator might have the pleasure of receiving. I will read them off on a list that I prepared earlier. We have Exo Man of War issue 1 bronze variant cover, 1 of 250. That will be up for grabs.
Wow.
We have the complete digital collection and the complete classic collection of Exo Man of War, which, from what I've read of it, is really good. So if you get the complete collection, you're going to have fun there. You also have Bloodshot Light and Exo Man of War Light. All things that sound awesome, and all things I wish I could have, but I can't.
Well, donate money, Owen.
No, because maybe I should.
We're not going to give it to you even if you donate, but
Right.
but donate money, COVID relief. Come on. Oh, actually, this would probably be a great opportunity to talk about. Oh, my video cut out. That's
Your
a
video's
shame.
cut out, but this is why we're testing.
Okay. I think it's because I'm also trying to load. My laptop is a piece of crap, so I can't actually. I don't think I can do the Google Hangout while also loading up Tiltify.
I got Tiltify right here. If you want to,
Please, Yeah, I mean, like on the back end side.
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
gonna stay staring at the chats.
Okay. Well,
From the
yeah,
front
like
end, I can see some.
well, for anybody that's watching the stream, have there been notifications when people are
Yeah, they are popping up at the top of the screen. Stephen donated, so I will say it live on stream now. Thank you, Stephen. Very glad. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I've seen a few here. Yes, Stephen Fothery, I believe, with $47.
I just called him Stephen because I'm awful at pronouncing names.
Well, if I mispronounced it, I'm sorry, but Stephen currently has the top donation with $47. Thank you, Stephen. That's very much appreciated. Mac Jeffrey said, "This will be fun." Thank you, Mac, for doing that. Noj Iad, another $20, says, "In his house at Relia Dead, Cthulhu waits dreaming." So if you're a fan of, oh my God, why am I blanking on the author? You know, Cthulhu,
Alan Moore.
In the Mountains of Madness.
Alan Moore just looks like a Cthulhu.
Color Out of Space. Why am I blanking on his name? You know, crazy guy.
That narrows it down.
H.P. Lovecraft.
Oh, yeah.
Guillermo del Toro loves him.
It sure does.
And
I love all of you watching this right now. Look at that segue. Drake is coming back.
Look at that.
So while Drake's gone, and now we are live on Comic Drake without him.
Let's take it over.
What should we do? Should we stage a coup?
Yeah. Can we get I don't know. I don't have access to his back end. That's what he said.
Everyone, tell us the secrets of Comic Drake, quick.
Let's see. Let me look through these comments real quick. I am on Drake's stream, so I'm going to go look through these real quick. Let's see here. Let's see. Drake, are you actually going to shave your beard if you hit the goal? Danny Rudd asked. That's what he said. He said that he's going to do that. Let's see. Punda asked, can you guys dab? No, thank you.
Donate, then maybe.
Yes, we'll dab for your donation.
Hashtag dab for donates.
Let's see. O says, I'm going to leave. It's really late where I live. Have a good day, night. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. And the idea is to have the stream going, you know, across a lot of time zones, right, on the day of. So hitting a lot of people there. It would be interesting to see Drake sans beard, says The Lost Age. Yes, I agree.
It's going to be more than interesting. It's going to be an experience, people. If you miss this stream and then wonder why for the next 2 months Drake is only doing videos in voiceover, this will be why.
Yep. He'll take one good look at himself and say, all right, not for the camera for a while. See, if you need the link for the con, that is in the chat here.
Yes.
Owen posted that.
So sorry, just a bit of an in-house thing. I've just switched mics over. So do I sound better?
You sound better.
Yeah, for some reason it was streaming the audio from my webcam, not my Rode mic. So that probably explains why I no longer sound like potato. So that's good.
You sound good.
Wonderful. Drake is rebooting his laptop.
Okay.
Speaking of reboots, what's everyone's favorite reboot? This will kill some time.
I'll keep going. We'll give people a second to answer that.
What's everyone's thoughts on Heroes Reborn?
Oh my god.
As the only person in the world that has read every issue of all the Heroes Reborn books, I think my favorite part was when it ended and everyone went back to their normal universes.
And Tony got to be an adult again. And we forgot the crossing ever happened.
Yes, when he stopped being an extremely wiry 12-year-old. And I mean that literally. That man was a trip hazard.
Oh, God. Let's see.
Why does Iron Man need so many wires?
Oh, he's back.
Is he powered by an Ethernet cable? What is happening?
In the 90s, he was.
I understand. We didn't have wireless tech in the 90s.
Gotta,
So-
gotta
It was just a really long cord that like allowed him to.
What did I miss?
We were talking about Heroes Reborn. You said you
Oh.
wanted to reboot your laptop, so I said, "What's everyone's favorite reboot?"
Okay. Yeah, no, what happened is okay, so it's a really crazy story.
Yeah, so Marvel Comics wasn't doing so well in the 90s, and so what they did was, so I'm joking. Tell you.
What happened is so when the Game Theorists hit 11 million subscribers, they flew everybody who was involved with the company out to Las Vegas for a celebration. And while I was there, my laptop died on me, like just straight up died. So I needed to still get work done, and I went to Office Depot and just bought the best laptop I could there. For about $500, and what I have right now isn't great. I don't need it for much other than to be as an audio recording device, but I think when I was trying to log into Tiltify while doing the Google Hangouts, I overloaded it and it crashed Chrome. It was bad, and so note to self: don't do that whenever whenever At Home Comic Con happens. That was a valuable lesson to learn now instead of later, and that's why we're testing.
Yes, that's why we get these teething problems. I realized that I should probably stream audio from my microphone. You realized not to set your computer on fire. We're all learning things.
That's the benefit to this, and we're still entertaining a lot of people. I mean, on my channel, we've got 41 viewers. On the At Home Comic Con stream, we have 32. So
would you look at that?
Yeah, that's getting close to 100 viewers.
And we already have $171 raised, which is great.
171. Wow, stuff has happened since I left. Did we thank any of those people personally since they got in so early?
Not yet. We were talking about Heroes Reborn.
Fair. It felt like I was gone forever.
Felt like
What do you think has made more money, our charity link or Heroes Reborn?
Well, Heroes Reborn came out in the 90s when people were actually still buying comics.
Yeah, but it was at the point in the 90s where people were stopping to buy comics,
Sure,
which is why they did it.
Right. I mean, that was right when the speculator bubble burst. But I mean, I feel like Heroes Reborn probably did decent numbers.
I mean, sure.
Number one sell.
Oh yeah, any number one will sell.
Mm-hmm.
It's whether a number 2 or number 6 will sell.
That's fair.
And alas, they did not.
Oh, you guys told them that I had the Marvel pinups. Actually, I don't.
I didn't say anything.
No, Danny Rudd said that they were telling you guys that I have the Marvel swimsuit specials. They might still be at my old apartment. I'm still in the process of moving. Actually, hang on. If you'll permit me to hop off for one sec again. Let me go grab some stuff. I realize I have some interesting things.
Everyone, I promise that Drake will actually be here when we do the stream on Saturday.
Actually,
Maybe.
I do have the Marvel swimsuit specials at my new place. So
make of that what you will, people.
Before you show this,
essential items only.
And you cause everyone to drop off the stream. Once again, Saturday, April 18th, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the At Home Comic Con channel and at participating channels simul-streamed. Okay, now do the thing that's going to horrify us.
All right, the Marvel swimsuit pinup specials. These were, I want to say, mid 90s, early 2000s. Like here's Infinity Watch. Are they the centerfold for this one? Who's the centerfold? Well, my Angel is the centerfold. Angel is the centerfold. My blood runs cold.
Archangel or regular Angel?
Haha. Probably both. Oh, okay. So the centerfold for this one is Gambit and Rogue.
Oh, he's gonna die. He's about to die.
Well, this is the issue where they went to the blue side of the moon in New Adelan for that one. I have the first. I think this is the first one. This is take a Wakanda Wild side for Black Panther's wedding to his ex-girlfriend. Girlfriend at the time, fiance at the time. I want to say this might be the one that has Naked Ghost Rider. There's Colossus and Namor.
Okay.
So just to confirm, you did set these streams as not suitable for children.
Of course.
Okay, good. Now, anyway, show us Ghost Rider's dick.
Well, here's Psylocke. Let's
see why he's really called the Ghost Rider.
Let me search through.
That was
I think
quick,
it's
right?
this issue. Mary Jane, Hulk, Domino, Namorita.
Also, I need to know this. Which Ghost Rider was it?
I want to say it's Danny Ketch.
Okay,
90s.
good.
That seems like
I
around the
want
right
to
time.
see where the flames stop. I always imagined it would be including the neck, right? Like
I
collarbone
think-
and above.
I think the further down you get, he only gets
Oh,
flamier.
you want to see some Rob Liefeld?
No.
Never.
There you go. There's some Rob Liefeld cable in for the swimsuit special.
God.
It's
Wow, that's extreme.
it is very
to,
extreme.
To steal a phrase from our good friend Lindsay Ellis. Thanks, I hate it.
Wait, she's your good friend. Can you introduce me? I like her videos.
Well, she's the friend of a friend of a friend.
Let's see. Well, she's Laurent's friend.
There you go.
Okay, Ghost Rider was not in this
2 degrees
issue.
of separation.
Friend of the show.
I also do happen to have the Street Fighter swimsuit special comics that I'm eventually going to make a video on. I haven't looked through them yet.
I just
research.
look. Quarantine is doing strange things to us all.
Oh yeah, you've seen my Spider-Man sushi video.
A great video.
I'm very proud of how that turned out.
It's very good. I do just
Oh,
want
here's
to disclaim it
Morbius.
to the audience right now that this will not be a 10-hour stream on Saturday of Gambit pull-ups and Colossus and Ghost Rider riding God knows what.
Where are you, Ghost Rider? Oh, there's cool. Psylocke again. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, here is Naked Ghost Rider.
Oh, that's
I am hovering over the end call button. So
All right.
hard.
Well, that was a fun diversion into my really weird collection of stuff that I've had to buy for videos.
let's get
Had
back to the
to,
schedule.
yes.
Back to the con.
Had to buy
12:30.
4 videos.
12:30 Nerd Sync Real Origins panel.
Yes,
Owen's going to be on that one.
I am. I am indeed. Yeah, so 12:30 live on here and hopefully on the NerdSync channel as well. We'll be sorting that out. We will be hosting the Real Origins panel. It's going to be me. It's going to be Scott Nicewonder, host of NerdSync. I don't know if you're familiar with him. There's going to be Jay from Fancy Teeth, and there's going to be Michaela from her YouTube channel and in the chat as well. Everyone say hello to her. And basically,
And also
what we're
watch
going
her content.
yeah, and also go watch her videos. They're awesome. But yeah, so the Real Origins panel on NerdSync, basically it's going to be a comic book history discussion panel. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about some of the different bizarre and strange real life stories behind the creations of different characters and essentially try and one-up each other with bizarre trivia. Scott is saying he might tell us a story about how ankle monitors were inspired by Spider-Man comics. We'll be talking, Michaela wants to talk about Miracle Man and how Alan Moore wrote a book about Margaret Thatcher. I'm going to tell you a story about how DC Comics came this close to buying Captain America and much, much more.
So all future videos.
Things that I can't write a video that'll hit 10 minutes and 1 second on, basically.
Man, you just got to make content as long as it needs to be. You don't got to stream for any.
That's what I mean by as long as it needs to be.
Fair enough.
Let's see. And after that, 1:45 is the Heroes Against Humanity game show.
Yes.
That's going to be hosted by Comicstorian, Dylan from Orem's Corner, Rick Nasdin and or Nick Kasdan will be on there.
Just call him Prick Rasden. Feel free.
Dope Spill Comics and Sal from Comic Pop will all be on
Yeah. So that's a pretty good lineup.
Absolutely.
I think so. I don't know if anyone hasn't seen the Heroes Against Humanity series on Comicstorian. I would highly recommend people going to watch it because it's a really funny game show, and I think people are going to enjoy it.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
It's like the best way to describe it is like, whose line is it anyway? But comics. And if that doesn't sound great, then you have no taste, sir or madam, or other.
And then 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Comics Academia Spotlight. And so this will be about the history, science, and culture behind your favorite stories. This will be hosted by Imaginary Axis. Michaela Laird is going to be on there as well. New Comics and Comic Tropes will all be on there. I think it's going to be a really fun one. It's going to be very nerdy, even nerdier than the typical panel.
Yeah.
Man, I'm
Yeah.
really excited for that one.
Yeah, I think it's such a good group of people together. It's funny because it's a group of very intelligent and well researched comic book fans, but it's also people that write and talk about comics in very different ways. So it's going to be such an interesting melting pot of ideas in that panel. I don't know if we're announcing if people have started announcing publicly what they're going to be talking about in that
Some
panel.
people have. I know New Comics has even made an amazing graphic for it, and I think he since Leah Williams retweeted it, he's got all of X Twitter, Heart of Flutter, with the
He's
prospect.
probably like this far away from getting a public endorsement from Hickman at this point.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, Nuke. So, for example, the academia panel is whereas like the NerdSync panel is going to be us talking about comic book history. That is more going to be like a series of mini TED Talks about different ways of analyzing comics to see wider things. So, for example,
Oh no, it's still going. Oh no. Owen, stop. Oh no. For example. Oh no, how do we fix it?
Connect? Oh.
No. Please, for the love of God.
All right, he dropped.
Woo! What?
An interesting glitch.
Yeah, good thing we figured out that. No!
He's still in.
Oh, is it over?
What happened?
Did you hear that?
Your end, Ellen?
It just kept saying, for example, over and over and over and over again.
Okay, I'm just going to use my webcam mic for now because I could put my other one in.
Holy shit!
Everyone.
We need to write. Okay, so whenever we start briefing everybody on everything they need to know for when the panels are happening, we need to know about that and figure out how to solve it.
As everyone in the chat is saying, this is why it's a test stream. I'm gonna have to watch that on repeat and
it was
make
like
a Twitter video that just says Owen.exe stopped working.
It was a really dope trap beat.
Honestly, hey, I am a qualified musical engineer. I can throw something together.
Yeah. Grouchy Geek, yes, I am participating again. I was a little dramatic whenever I made that initial tweet. I am so sorry. Yes, I am participating in At Home Comic Con as more than just behind the scenes.
Very happy that Drake is involved in the panels. Extremely thankful that Drake's helpful with all the streams and the Twitter and everything. Yeah, I don't think that we would have been able to get this all going without him.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
You were trying to dismiss my compliment there.
Listen, I'm bad at compliments.
Let it
all right. Thank you. Okay, so now that that Owen's sick new mix is over, for example, New Comics is doing a presentation.
That word is banned.
He's doing a presentation on the Krakoan language in Hickman's X-Men books. I think also analyzing the language that he was using in his run on the Avengers. It is creating a mutant language. I am very, very excited for that particular presentation.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be so interesting. I'm really looking forward to both what New has to say about the language used in Hickman's book, and also just everything. I've skimmed through what Michaela's going to be talking about, and that sounds fascinating. And obviously Tyler and Chris are both brilliant, brilliant people. I'm sure whatever they bring to the table is going to be awesome.
Mhm.
For example,
Oh, okay. It didn't happen that time. I think
I'm
there'll
so
be
glad we're doing this test stream.
just so I know, I will use my other microphone to stream with on Saturday.
Okay.
Because this one is still fairly new, so I'm still ironing out the kinks, as you can see.
Hmm.
So I will plug my my Yeti in and use that.
Did we already talk about the Batman the Animated Series table read?
We have not gotten there
No,
yet.
we were getting to that. We can talk about it though.
Yeah, we
Oh,
can
like,
just-
are we going like strictly in order?
Kind of.
Okay. Well, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
If you want to jump over the panel that I'm in, that's totally fine. But speaking of which, 415 is Superman: The Quest for a Good Game. That's myself, Godzilla Mendoza, Diego Rivera, and Josh from Panels to Pixels are all coming together to do a live pitch for an actual good Superman game, because Superman games are usually terrible, not including Injustice, which I don't think counts as an actual Superman game. But we're going to bring together our minds, and we're going to sort of talk about the story, the gameplay, the history of Superman games, talking about what we can do to fix a Superman game and what should be in the future. We've all kind of got our like assigned ideas, like our topics, but we're not revealing them to each other. So we're going to be pitching them to each other and working that out. I plan on totally ruining everyone else's ideas. Tell them I said that, but I'm just going to throw them for a loop. I'm going to try and get them to really deal with that. But I think it's going to be fun.
It's exciting. I mean, hopefully some game developers will actually listen and make stuff.
Well, although I'm not on that panel, I do have one suggestion, Matt, that I hope you can pass on to the group.
Oh, sure.
So I was thinking about how you start a Superman game to really set the tempo of it. So I was thinking flying is going to be a big part. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you need like some sort of introductory mission that will like introduce the flying mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
So here's my pitch.
So some rings.
A series of rings that you fly through.
And it just goes on for the rest of the game.
It's just Superman flying through rings and me saying, for example, on a loop until the end of time, or as we call it, like August at this rate.
Now that's Lovecraft.
Oh. Well, hey, maybe it won't be August if everybody donates to At Home Comic Con. Do we actually talk about the charities that we're working with?
We have not yet.
Not
That's
on
a
this
pretty big one.
stream.
But let's promote those awesome people.
You were too busy showing us Ghost Rider, but
I'm
noted.
sorry, I needed to show you his bone.
We have that on a t-shirt, please.
So we are partnering up with Hope from Home. I'm sure you guys have heard a bunch of other streamers working with them. Jacksepticeye has already raised like hundreds of thousands of dollars with them. We're very excited to be doing that. So we are working through Hope from Home, where all the money we're donating is going to the Red Nose Day, to United Way, and the United Nations Foundation. This is going to help with COVID-19 research and relief, and especially helping people in the front line. And like I've been saying, we're helping out the real superheroes in this crisis. So I'm talking about like the retail workers, delivery drivers, medical staff, every essential worker that is going through a rough time, really putting themselves on the front lines. So we want to do what we can to raise money to help this pandemic be done faster, and also to really support the people that are making this world, like, albeit still turn at this point.
Yeah, that's it. The valuable work that essential people are doing right now is just, it's pretty much the only thing that's stopping us from dissolving into pure chaos. So if we can do something to kind of give back to those people, then of course we should, and we're going to try to.
And also just stay indoors. Like, we want to give you guys an opportunity to be inside for 9 hours and not be too terribly bored. Like, please help flatten the curve.
There is a 15-minute buffer between each panel for you all to go and wash your hands as well.
And you know, 15 minutes is the exact amount of time you need to wash your hands thoroughly.
Scrub until there's blood. That's the phrase.
Absolutely. Scrub. Blood doesn't have corona, does it?
Your hands are going to look like Ghost Rider, and that's okay. But will the rest of you?
Let's see. Any more? Let's see. Any more questions in the chat? Questions in the chat. The Lost Age asks Diego Rivera, the famous Mexican muralist. Yes, he'll be painting a
Yes.
fresco in the background as we work on it. I'll be asking him
I-
questions about Frida Kahlo. Let's see. When I was what are you laughing about?
I
Let's see.
just can't believe we got such illustrious guests as muralist Diego Riviera.
Yeah, he fell off a scaffold and died. I don't know if you know.
And yet,
It's his ghost that will be joining us.
Yeah.
and his ghost has very strong feelings on Superman video games.
Who doesn't these days? Am I right?
Honestly.
I have very strong opinions about things I've only read about on Wikipedia.
This is why you're not on that panel. Speaking of panels, the next panel in the schedule is 5:30, Elseworlds Exchange. That's a live episode of the Elseworlds Exchange podcast. It has Comic Pop, Cape Joel, and Jason Inman all
Yeah.
together talking about the best superhero costume redesigns.
So if you like such things as Heroes Reborn Iron Man, Heroes Reborn Captain America, and Heroes Reborn Fantastic Four.
I don't even remember what they look like.
Well, the Invisible Woman was
stupid.
invisible.
With the tab.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you know, you got to
Yeah.
dab to donate. So come on, everybody,
Hashtag dab to
send me your
donate.
$5. Come on, please, $5 for a dab. Come on. I'm personally hoping they talk about 90s glam rock Thor.
Drake, if you dab one more time, I'm summoning the demon again. I'm
Oh,
switching
no.
mics back over.
Oh, don't do that.
I will do this if I have to.
Uh,
Yes, the Elseworlds Exchange panel. Yeah, so Sal's going to be hosting that. It's going to be himself, it's going to be Joel, and it's going to be Jason Inman as well. And they're going to be talking about the best redesigns in comic book history. They haven't told us which they're going to talk about yet. If they don't talk about the Ben Reilly Spider-Man suit, not the one with the hoodie, the actual Spider-Man costume, I'll be disappointed because that suit slaps so hard. Any other ones that I'm just trying to think off the top of my head what redesigns I love.
J. Michael Straczynski and Olivier Coipel's Thor from 2010 with the reboot when he came back after he died, and they made it a more grounded one with the chainmail,
mhm.
and a more practical helmet. That inspired his look in the first Thor movie. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, you know, we're just
Kinda
going to
like-
go ahead and do their panel right now.
Let's do it. Let's do
Okay,
it.
I'm just going to drop one that I know they won't drop because no one else seems to love it. Ultimate Iron Man, anyone?
It's fine.
Big, bulky,
Big,
the
big
first one.
funky one.
Mm,
Big fan of it.
I don't hate it. But you know, Superior Iron Man though. Oof, I love that. Love that costume.
Iron Man, but he looks like an iPhone.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, it really goes for the sleek Silicon Valley vibe they're going for. I love that it glows red whenever he's going angry or just in combat. I love the way the Indosim armor melts and morphs. I love when it goes Hulkbuster. Oh, it's so good.
It is very good.
You made some
But
good
yes,
points.
let's not do the panel for them. But if you like those kind of discussions, you can find it at the Elseworlds Exchange panel at Home Comic Con and on Comic Pop too. Check it out. Tell them At Home Comic Con sent you.
Let's see. Going back through some questions again in the chat. Let's see. Someone said we missed Owen's song. Owen, do you have?
No, that was
Yes,
the
it's called
for
Story
example.
Oh, I thought it was Every Day is Like Sunday by Morrissey, but all right, that's cool. Let's see. Is Chris from Comic Tropes going to be on a panel? Yes, you might have missed it. He is going to be on the Comics Academia panel. That is at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And for if you have any questions about people that are going to be attending, make sure you go to our Twitter at Home Comic Con, where we have all of our guest announcements. We have one final guest, or two more guests to announce today, and then we'll be done. I can give a little spoiler right now. It's Jay from Fancy Teeth and Jason Inman. And then that will be everybody who is a guest at Home Comic Con all in one long Twitter feed because we got a lot of people involved.
Sure do. Enough for a small army.
It's true.
Mm-hmm. I see High Top Films was in the chat. Hi, High Top.
Oh, hey.
Super cool and amazingly great that you guys are doing this. Can't wait to watch and support. Thank you.
Thanks, Alex. Hope you're well. Can't wait to see your Iron Man video. Iron Maiden Jr. asks if Rob Liefeld is going to be there for autographs. No.
I mean, I thought if you just like put the words comic and con next to each other, Rob Liefeld just materializes.
I feel like we shouldn't be saying this too loud because he's probably listening to us.
He's always listening.
Well,
We
oh man, where did this pouch come from?
It's the thing is now that we are 1 degree removed from Rob Liefeld because of the Panels to Pixels video.
It's true, the Kurt
So
Cobain
he's
of comics.
always lurking. This is
That's
like my worst nightmare.
Well, next year we do want to get comic creators involved. We want to get some artists and writers. Also, one thing that we pitched for this year that probably isn't going to happen. We're thinking about maybe having there be a second stream going during the time of the panels of an artist alley, where we're going to get a bunch of artists either from the actual comic pros or just fan artists streaming their process at the same time, because an artist alley is a major component of a lot of conventions. We're thinking about having a cosplay contest. Like, we really want to legitimize this if we end up doing a second year. So we really got to knock it out of the park this time, and hopefully with a year to prepare instead of 3 weeks, really be able to knock it out of the park.
3 weeks was a little ambitious.
It was very ambitious, but you know what? I'm glad that it was during quarantine, because
Yes.
trying to do this during regular life would have been impossible.
Exactly. Let's see. More questions. Colin Sparrow asks, will there be spoilers for Endgame at the at-home Comic-Con? Yes. Spoilers. It's not as good as Infinity War.
Did we talk about all the panels already?
We will move on to the next one.
Yes,
We were
a few people in the chat want to know about the Watchtower database panel, so we probably shouldn't delay it too long.
Yes,
Sounds good.
6:45 p.m. Batman the Animated Series table read. That is with Watchtower Database, and they have special guests from the Tim Talk podcast. They're going to be doing a live read of the classic Legends of the Dark Knight episode, and I believe that they will do one more. I'm blanking on which one it is, but there will be another one time permitting.
Yeah, they mentioned that they're definitely doing the Legends of the Dark Knight episode, which I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. It's an awesome episode. It's the one where they do Dark Knight Returns, and it's great. It's like an anthology episode with like 3 smaller stories that each pay homage to like different eras of Batman. It's a really good episode. And then they're gonna. Sorry, Drake, go on.
Oh, no, go ahead. Sorry, I thought you were done. That's my bad.
No, so they're going to be doing that, and then they're also going to be doing another script as well. I think in the announcement video they put out today, they may have specified which episode, but off the top of my head, I'm not sure. But I'm sure it's going to be a great one because it's Batman the Animated Series.
So Last Man Standing wanted to know if we are willing to set up a Discord. We do have a Discord server open right now. Currently, it's just for panelists, for us to organize everything. I don't think that we have the infrastructure ready to bring in audience quite yet, but we have talked about, if we do further cons, to open up the Discord for general fans as well. That way it'll be an easy way to see when everything is happening, and also just for us to build a good community together. But that would be another next year ambition.
For
Great.
sure.
And then let's see, moving on from that is 8 o'clock. That is the Get Pitch Quick Scheme. Drake, you're part of that with Nando V Movies, Troy Boyo 17, Laron Reedus, and Captain Midnight.
Yeah, and we already discussed it earlier, but we can discuss it again just to be thorough in case anybody joined in since then. We're just going to be it's going to be an improv game where Nando gives us prompts for movies, and we need to figure out the best way to create said movie. And then the fans are going to vote, and we're going to eliminate people.
Yeah, it's going to be. I think it's going to be one of the highlights of the entire day.
Well, it's a good way to close the show. I mean, like, we're going to have our ending Q&A right after, I believe. But yeah, I think we're going to be ending on a high note for
sure.
the actual content.
And then finally, after that, at 9:15 is a sort of a loose convention feedback Q&A with the 3 of us. Maybe we can include a couple other people if they're available. That'll be kind of loose, just taking people's questions, seeing feedback for what people liked or would improve from the convention, and seeing, where we can go from there.
Yeah, I mean,
someone did ask you, Drake, if you can recreate the infamous Stan Lee photo.
well, I mean,
so is it the one I'm thinking it's going to be?
I imagine it's the one where he's on the couch.
Yes, that is my wallpaper on my computer, which I'm
Oh,
looking at
really?
right now. No, of
Wow.
course it's not.
Oh, okay. Well,
Is that in one of your pinups?
no, it's not.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
it should be.
it's all actual comic characters. I have a feeling that in the next few months I'll be recreating that image anyway. I don't know if I'll be filming it, but tell you what, once MeUndies actually gives me a sponsorship, I've been trying my hardest to get them to sponsor me for 2 years. I'm wearing them right now. I think I wear
No,
MeUndies.
you don't show us.
I'm not gonna take off my pants entirely.
It's a charity event, Drake.
Just a little peek. Look right here. Look.
Oh my god! Oh, and keep
There's-
talking.
I
through the
got
video.
sushis, little sushis. I love
Has
MeUndies. anyone
read Heroes in Crisis by Tom King?
I have actually.
I would like to go to the sanctuary. This is my video confession. Wally West, blow me up, please. Spoilers for a pretty awful comic book.
I don't think it was as bad as a lot of people think. I mean, I don't think it was great, but I don't think it was terrible. I think there was a lot of good stuff out of it. The art was gorgeous.
Oh yeah, for sure. Tom
And
King, come on the show.
Yeah, and Flash Forward was actually pretty good, a little convoluted, but I think getting that out of it's nice. It's interesting that Wally West is the new Dr. Manhattan, and they've confirmed that he is the fastest thing in the multiverse. All right, I'm cool with that.
Sure, why not? What else are they gonna do with him?
Well, let him have his kids back and have a nice, fulfilling life with good
Shouldn't-
quality stories about
Wait a
family
second.
and betterness.
Wait a second. This is DC Comics. Wally West can't be happy.
Yeah. Well, hang on. Dan DiDio is no longer a part of it, so
So that means good things for Wally West and Dick Grayson.
I'm excited. We're allowed to have people be happy again.
We
Dick
don't have to
Grayson,
call
I
him
don't-
Rick anymore.
I think you mean Rick Grayson. There's
Mhm.
no Dick Grayson.
Oh!
Hey, the Rick Grayson storyline, I'm actually kind of okay with it. It's been all right. I mean, I know it's temporary, but it's been somewhat enjoyable.
So
Well-
our high tops in the chat now reminding us that Tom King is a king.
It's true.
When he's
He's-
writing things that aren't Batman, maybe.
I think his back. Look, I mean, I'm turning into a Tom King apologist, but I mean, I think his stuff is hit or miss, but I think he generally has more hits than misses.
Agreed. I think he's a ridiculously talented writer. His Batman stuff wasn't. I think for me, it was just how much I love Scott Snyder's Batman. Coming
Oh,
on
for
from
sure,
that,
for sure.
I was always going to struggle to connect emotionally in the same way. But
Mhm.
I love Vision. I love Mr. Miracle, which that's Matt's favorite book ever.
Really?
No,
Which
he doesn't
one?
like it. Mr. Miracle by Tom
Oh.
King.
I did a
He
Mr.
said it's what
Miracle.
he reads when he wants to feel happy.
I did a Mr. Miracle video. I was reading along with that series when it came out. I sort of had analyzed almost the entire thing with 11 issues out, 1 to go. And so when the final one came out, I made a video on it. I thought it was interesting. I did not necessarily like the series.
Same.
Interesting. There was a lot to talk about. I enjoyed making the video on it. And I don't know. I think that Tom King works well in contained series. I did not like him spread out for 85 issues of Batman with more to come.
Mhm.
It just did not work for me. I don't think that his voice and Batman's voice gel in my mind. But it's different for everyone. Everyone has their own preferences. Yeah, but I mean, Vision's good, even though it depressed me severely the last time I read it. Sheriff of Babylon's great. Omega Man is good. Yeah, he's an interesting author. I think that he's, he catches my interest, and he works with great artists. Mitch Gerrits is amazing. Doc Shainer's amazing. They're both now they're on Strange Adventures.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I read the first issue of that and thought, this is everything that Tom King has already done. And so I wasn't super excited about the rest of that. I know some people are, though.
Well, I think we've covered pretty much everything about At Home Comic Con. I think we've been streaming for about an hour.
I can
Yeah.
confirm Tom King will not be present at Home Comic Con. Sorry, everyone.
Maybe
Not
2021.
Maybe never count out next year. Who knows what'll happen? Maybe we'll have Tom King. Maybe we'll have Mark Miller. Maybe we won't even have me. Who knows?
Only one way to find out is wait a
Maybe
year.
Drake will just, you know, God knows what he'll do. He's already dabbed.
I've
Showed us a
dabbed.
naked
I've shown.
Drake
I've
flasher.
shown you naked
He's
Ghost
got
Rider.
his-
I've shown you my
he's got his
underwear.
pants out.
You know, you never know what's gonna happen.
Please donate. I don't want the only success story out of this to be seeing Drake's underwear.
Well, it wasn't just you. It was about 100 people watching right now, and
How does that make you feel?
well, you know, I really,
Just know
I'm
that
glad.
depending on your reaction may make you a flasher.
You know, I'm really glad that I was able to really let people know about the great Micro Midal MeUndies, locally made in California. You know, got to support American business with your stimulus check, because that's used to stimulate the American economy.
Yes,
You
that.
know, good quality patterns, good quality underwear. Haven't bought them in like 6 months because I have too many underwear now, too many pairs because I kept subscribing to them. Please sponsor me, MeUndies. I will recreate the Stan Lee photo for you. I wrote a Captain Underpants video for you 3 years ago, and you weren't interested. Please give me your money, give me your underwear.
Everyone go and
appreciate it.
tweet. Everyone go and tweet MeUndies and tell them Drake.
Please,
wants to,
please don't. That's so obnoxious, and that brands do not like that.
Everyone screenshot the photo of Drake showing his underpants off.
That could work, showing that I'm actually a fan of their product. That's a bit different than everybody just begging for a sponsorship.
That will make a brand think this is someone we want to work with.
Well, I mean, that's what they do. That's their entire brand is underpants. But I feel like needily sending your army to go tweet at a brand to work with you. I feel like that does the opposite.
I guess that's what draws the line. Not getting your underpants out on stream.
Well, I feel like that's a good test stream. I feel like we learned a lot. We laughed a lot. And we had some interesting experiences.
Extremely interesting. I was highly entertained. I think at least 2 or 3 other people were highly entertained. Maybe someone was even aroused by you showing off your underwear, Drake. You never know.
Could be. Slide in my
I
DMs.
was won over at Ghost Rider. Anything after that was out of my control. It's
just
like that
instinct.
episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm where someone hugs Larry David for longer than 5 seconds. At that point, I cannot be held responsible.
Well,
What-
at home. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
What I just say? What a way to end the stream. What a way.
At Home Comic Con, Saturday, April 18th, starting at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Follow us on Twitter at Home Comic Con. Follow us on our YouTube account, our Twitch account, wherever you would prefer to watch your streams. Thank you so much for joining us for this, and thank you for everybody who has donated so far in this stream. Let's get that $10,000 to help fight COVID-19 and help the real superheroes out on the front line.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.